Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. So let's talk about this Hope, Thomas, and Brooke scene. Here's the thing. This scene is so acidine and out of pocket for so many different reasons. From Brooke coming at Thomas like it was his fault, or like he should have done anything, or like he should have sat there and stopped it. When in reality, this was your daughter's idea, okay? You want to sit there and start blaming somebody? You blame hopefulness, okay? The fact that she was like, oh, well, you should have sat there and stopped it. No, sweetheart, you shouldn't just barged in this house in the first damn place. Let's just be real for a minute. Brooks not there treating her like she's a 12-year-old child is just another acidine part in this whole scene. Telling her what to do, as far as well, you're gonna sit there and stop this affair. You're never gonna sit there and do this again. I'm like, sweetheart, she's like 20 something years old. She's not some sort of kid. And on top of that, the fact that she had the audacity to sit there and lecture anyone about ethics and morals is not only insulting, but it's laughable. How even Hope sat there and called her out for it, as far as following her heart and everything like that, and like you did it and stuff like that. Like you picked men, you went with your gut and your instincts or whatever. Like, and you're gonna sit there and chastise her. That's just stupid. But she walked in there like, oh, I'm gonna sit there and say this, and I'm gonna put my foot down, and that's just how it's gonna be. I was like, okay, Karen. It was so stupid. On top of the fact that you're sitting there telling her to go back to a man that clearly walked out on her like he didn't give a damn about her, but you want her to sit there and try to fight for somebody like that? Like, I'm sorry, some people actually have standards and they have pride and they have self respect. They're not going to sit there and get treated like garbage and then tell them, like, it was just, it was so stupid. Here's the thing the way that this, going into the scene with Liam and Wyatt, there's one point where this scene is so acidine. Liam's reasoning for quitting his marriage on Hope is so acidine that when Wyatt is like, so are you sitting there telling me if it was any other person that you would have forgave that? And Liam is like, yes. And I'm just like, can we even just begin to understand just how stupid that sounds? So Joe Schmo's off the street, kisses Hope, or Hope kissed Joe Schmo, and you'll find a way to forgive that. That is literally the stupidest, dumbest logic I've ever heard in my entire life. And all pretty much Wyatt did today was, well, what he was sitting there doing for the last 4 or 5 or 7 days, is try to get Liam to forgive her. Listen, at this point, it's laughable because even if he does find a way to forgive her, the minute that whole affair and everything like that comes out, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And like I said in my live stream, okay, cool. The marriage is blown to hell. Liam finds out. Who's Liam gonna go with? Hmm? Paris? Because that's the only person I could sit, unless they bring back somebody. That's the only person I could sit there and see it happening. Unless they're going to sit there and do the whole merry-go-round thing with, Liam and Steffi and Hope and everything like that. But I feel like Finn was introduced into the show to stop that whole cycle. So unless they plan on going backwards, which, at this point with Brad Bell, I have no idea what the hell he plan on doing. Unless they plan on doing something like that, I just don't understand what is going to happen with the Liam character as far as he was going to go out with it. Carter was in there this episode. He didn't really do too much of anything. Taylor was making sure that Thomas didn't get blamed. Here's the thing. I haven't watched this as long as other people have, right? So when people sit there and say things like, oh, those stupid Logans, those judgmental Logans, it's just like, I guess for me, I just find it very laughable because I don't take the show that seriously. Like, I really don't. Like, people seem like they have so much of a heart on to sit there and really dislike the Logans. The Logans are this, the Logans are that. And I'm just like, I think that this is just silly as F at this point. Like, I really do. But she was trying to make it very clear that I didn't want, she didn't want any of the Logans to sit there and try to blame Thomas, which I understand to some extent. But she tries to make it seem like it's just whole Shakespearean rival families and stuff like that. Like it's back in the Shakespearean era, and it's just like I guess for me that's where it starts to take me a little bit out the soap opera because it's so over the top and it's so heavy handed with this whole the Logans and the Foresters, and it's just like this is stupid. And of course we're just like, hey, listen, that's not gonna happen. It was just one kiss. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But Taylor's all fired up because this is the new Taylor that we got going on. Um, so you got that going on. So get ready for more fights with Brooke and Taylor because it's only just beginning. Only just beginning. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else that wound up happening. Um, like I said, all Taylor did was just come in there and did her usual Logan blood and blah 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 blah. Um, I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm gonna sit there and say. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, B&B, Y&R, Days, and GH. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.